What's up, guys? Once again, this is Ed here for the Blood Type Online YouTube channel, and this is the latest edition of our new show on here, Reviewing Blue. And today we're going to be taking a look at a brand new horror film. It's been released to DVD fairly recently, and has had a tremendous amount of buzz throughout the horror community on the internet for a long time. And that movie is director Ty West's House of the Devil. Going into it, I didn't really know what to expect. I mean, I knew it was kind of a throwback to old 70s and 80s, like satanic horror films, you know, stuff like Devil's Reign or Race with the Devil, and that actually had me really excited about it, you know. But sometimes, when it comes to these types of movies, they don't always live up to the hype. And I'm happy to say that the case with this one is, it totally does. I was very impressed with this movie from beginning to end. Basically what you have is, you have the story of a college-bound girl, or, well, basically a girl who's a sophomore in college, and like every college kid, she needs money. One day she finds a posting on campus for a babysitter wanted job, and decides to call them back. Well, it's a little bit weird to begin with, because she calls from a payphone, leaves a return number, and they actually call the payphone back. So that's like your first tell that something's wrong here. And basically, she goes with a friend of hers to this establishment where they want her to babysit for the evening, and she finds out it's not exactly what she thought it was. She's being paid to basically watch over a sick old woman, and there's something just off about these people and the situation that she's in. And little does she realize something's wrong. This movie was very interesting to me, due to the fact that it was really, really authentic in how they wanted to make this more of a throwback film. The movie's clearly set in the 80s, with the music and the fact that this girl is like obsessed with her Walkman. Yes, that plays cassettes, her Walkman. So this is old school shit here. And you know, the music's really good. There's definitely some music you will recognize in the film. One of the songs that I'm pretty sure is from either Weird Science or Fast Times at Ridgemont High, specifically. But this movie is basically, it's a slow burn. Now, if that bothers you about a horror film, this is not going to be for you. Okay, it's definitely a slow burn. I liked it a lot, though. I thought that the storytelling was very, very well done. It was a well-written script, and Ty West actually did a pretty good job and made the film rather stylish, considering they were trying to shoot something that was from the 80s. There's a lot of unique set design and stuff on this movie, and the costume designer, I thought, did a great job, too, because everybody looked pretty authentic for the time period. But with all that good stuff in there, and considering how good the movie is, you know, it is a slow burn. But that didn't really bother me at all. It actually just kind of intrigued me a little bit more, and I really enjoyed this movie. You know, let me first say that there are three pretty big cult or genre stars in this one. Tom Noonan, who people remember from Manhunter. Also, Mary Warnoff's in this, and so is Dee Wallace. Dee Wallace's role in this movie is nothing more than a cameo, so it's kind of a throwaway. It's a neat little nod, but it's nothing important. It doesn't make or break the movie one way or another. Mary Warnoff doesn't have a ton of screen time, but when she is on screen, it's very, very good. She does a great job, and just like she does in most things. But I was pleased to see that her role wasn't just a simple cameo. And obviously, Tom Noonan's a great actor, and this is no exception. He does a wonderful job as his character in this film to basically play the weirdest guy kind of role, you know. The guy's an odd character. Tom Noonan plays it to the T. He does a great job. And of course, there's a name I wanted to mention. I don't even know it. The lead role in this film is played by Jocelyn Donahue, who plays the lead character of Samantha. She does a really good job in the role, and you know, the fact that you have all these good actors, they all work well together. You have an interesting story that's kind of unfolding as you watch the movie. It's a slow burn, so it's going to take as much time as it possibly can to give you little bits of information, you know. But it does that well. I didn't find the movie to be boring whatsoever, and I really enjoyed it. This is another Blu-ray that I did not get for a cheap price. I actually picked this up for $25 at Best Buy. And a lot of people will say that's a little bit too much. Me personally, though, I'm pleased with it. I'm definitely glad that I picked this one up. There is some extras on the Blu-ray. It has commentary with Ty West and Jocelyn Donahue. It also has commentary with Ty West and producers and crew members. Also, there's a behind-the-scenes on this one, which is pretty good. Deleted scenes in here as well. Interviews with the cast and crew in the trailer. And obviously, since this is Review in Blue and we're reviewing the Blu-ray, let's talk a little bit about how this one looks. Okay? I have to say, I felt a little bit stupid for buying this one on Blu-ray because of the fact that it's supposed to have a retro look to it. And by that I mean you can tell there's added grain in the film and stuff like that. So it's not necessarily the best thing to watch on Blu-ray. It didn't really bother me at the same time. I'm not a total hound for quality as far as video goes, but when you spend $25 on one of these, you want it to look as good as possible. And the movie didn't look bad. It's supposed to look old, so it was done completely intentional. So I don't know how great this film is for Blu-ray. I will say, however, that the sound on it was phenomenal. It sounded great. And, but, you have to ask yourself the question of, if times are tough and money's a little bit tight, do you spend the extra $6 or $7? Because basically Best Buy had the same thing on DVD for $20, and I actually picked up the Blu-ray. I'm trying to just stick to Blu-rays if I can. If I don't have an option, I'll gladly still buy the DVD. I'm not giving up on DVD quite yet, but I'm trying to keep my collection modern. So if something comes out on DVD and Blu-ray and I want to get it, chances are I'm going to get the Blu-ray. This is one, just to let you guys know, I don't know how important that is. Plus, I know a lot of you guys out there are nuts for VHS, and if that's the case, there's a really cool package on the internet that you could pick up that comes with the DVD and a VHS from Gorgon Video, who's basically owned by MPI Media. And it's cool. It's definitely a gimmick, but it's cool. I like it. So if that's the way you want to see the movie, or if you don't really care about Blu-ray, that might be your better way to spend your money. But I'm not dogging the Blu-ray. I mean, the Blu-ray did a great job performance-wise. Like I said, the movie's not supposed to look new. It's supposed to look a little bit dated. So that is definitely apparent when you're watching the Blu-ray. So if you're a stickler for stuff like that, don't be alarmed if you're watching the movie and it looks like shit. It's kind of supposed to look like that. So don't get all up in arms and send me a bunch of comments saying that I'm stupid and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So, I knew that going into it, that I might regret buying the Blu-ray. I actually didn't, because I really enjoyed the movie. But I know a lot of people will be pissed off about that. But just know it was intentional. They want to do that on purpose. So, I give this one a high recommendation. I definitely would recommend that you guys pick this up. I'm not saying that you need to spend money on the Blu-ray, but definitely at least check out the movie itself. If you want to buy the Blu-ray, I'm not going to persuade you not to. I think it's a good idea. I'm glad I have it in my collection. And I'll definitely tell you this. I've only seen the movie once. I really, really want to sit down and watch it again. So that tells you right there, at least from my perspective, how much I enjoyed it. Because usually if I don't enjoy something that much, and there are a lot of things that I do enjoy and I don't immediately want to watch them again. So that movie tells you it's pretty good. I mean, I really do want to watch it again. So with that said, the Blu-ray, you don't really have to spend the extra money. You can get the DVD. But I'm not going to persuade you, like I said, not to buy the Blu-ray, because I was happy with the purchase myself. So it's definitely a recommendation. Once again, that's House of the Devil from director Ty West. Kick-ass little horror flick, especially if you're looking for something that's a little bit out of tune with everything that's been coming out recently. I definitely recommend it. So this is Ed, once again, here for the Blood Type Online YouTube channel, and you've been watching our latest edition of Review in Blue with Ty West's House of the Devil. Thanks for checking us out. Thanks for watching the videos. Spread the word, everybody. We'll see you next time.